thanks. Yeah, Trevor's like going and going and going. We're gonna be pushing it, and then stops.
My name is Stephanie. I'm a doctor of audiology student working with Dr. Roth today.
Oh wow, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Other than the traffic. How long did it take you guys to get here?
Hey, well, we're from Charlotte, so like 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was more than 2 hours. Yeah, it was about 2 hours down here.
2 hours with plus the traffic.
Oh, that's a trek. All right, watch your step. There's a little bit of a lip here.
I usually, when I come, I usually spend the weekend in Raleigh.
All right, Joe, I'm going to have you take a seat right here for me.
All right.
You can hang in here. That's totally fine. Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right, so how's everything been going?
Good?
Good.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from, Rico?
Colorado.
Oh, you're from far away.
Yeah, it's very far.
Yeah.
All right, so how's your processor working?
It's working good, except it doesn't like the Roger pen.
Doesn't like the Roger pen. Okay.
So, I tried to charge I put my Roger pen on the charger last night.
Okay.
And the Roger pen either died or it didn't charge.
Okay.
It did charge, I saw.
Yeah,
I wrote to Meadow when I sent back this stuff, and I was telling him he seems to think it's his battery cover that's messed up.
Okay. All right.
I have not heard back from them yet.
Okay. Gotcha. Do you mind if I take a look at this real quick?
Sure. That's what we're here for, right?
Hey, Joe, remind me to do your implant hole again. I told you 2 weeks ago.
Told you 4 months ago about the craving and getting it, so it just takes time.
All right. Any other problems or anything going on with the cochlear implant?
No.
Okay.
How about the static?
No, it's not static anymore.
Okay, good.
Except, well, it hasn't done it in like 2 weeks or something, but sometimes, like it used to be where, like, it occasionally would do it if I had it on, like, all day.
Okay. So just a static noise would?
It's, yeah, but,
Is it intermittent or static, Joe?
sometimes it's intermittent.
Okay.
Sometimes it makes like, it's not too, like, it's like, it sounds like horses, but sometimes.
Okay. Just kind of going on in the background?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sometimes it'll go out for like a fraction of a second.
Okay. But you said that hasn't happened in a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll definitely take a look at it when we're programming everything. And then game plan for today is I'll just have you take out your hearing aid on that other side and we'll just do some testing. So I just want you to say yes or maybe every time you hear a beep, even if it's just barely there. And then we'll move on to some sentences and words.
All right.
How about the hearing aid? You don't have anything to do with that? It's the last time they did the tubing, it irritated that place again. I'm going to take them to the doctors, to the dermatologist.
Okay, we could like take a look at it like while I'm testing. Maybe Dr. Roth could step back and look at it.
It's this, you know how this pokes through?
Yeah.
That bugs the crap out of my ear sometimes.
Okay, yeah, we could probably shorten that a little. So I can actually take that back. Here, I'll grab that. Yeah, that is sticking out quite a bit. Yeah, so we'll see if we can just quick kind of workshop that.
Yeah, but it's got if you look at it, it almost looks like a big pimple or something. And
oh, yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, and it got irritated again. It had glandules there, but I'm going to take them to the dermatologist and see if they make it go away.
Okay. All right.
I got in a mask by my favorite player, and then after, I start wearing it, irritates the crap out of my ear, and then he gets hurt 2 years in a row.
Oh. All right. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get started with the testing. Is there anything else you want to put on my radar?
Joe?
No.
Okay.
Except Daddy you might need to make the transportation appointments now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and do that.
For work.
I can't do it from here because she's gonna be talking to you.
No, but like out there in the room right now.
Go out there and do that.
All right, so we'll get started.
All right.
All right.
Yes. 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 Yes.
All right, good job.
Thanks.
I'm gonna just take a quick look in this other ear real quick.
All right.
All right, great. I'm going to plug up this other ear.
Alright.
And you'll hear some wind noise in this ear. Just ignore it.
Alright.
You're going to hear some words. I just want you to repeat back whatever words you hear, even if you have to guess, okay?
Alright.
All right. All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to say some words. I just want you to repeat back whatever word I say, even if you have to guess, okay?
Alright.
Baseball,
Baseball.
cowboy,
Cowboy.
airplane,
Airplane.
hot dog,
Hot dog.
toothbrush,
Toothbrush.
sidewalk,
Sidewalk.
popcorn,
Popcorn. Popcorn. Airplane.
All right, great job. Next up, you're going to hear a man's voice. He's going to say ready and then a word. I just want you to repeat back whatever word he says, even if you have to guess, okay?
Alright.
Ready? Duck.
Duck.
Ready? Bomb.
Bomb.
Ready? June.
June.
Ready? Goose.
Goose.
Ready? Name.
Noon.
Ready? Shore.
Shore.
Ready? Bean.
Bean.
Ready? Merge.
Merge.
Ready? Ditch.
Ditch.
Ready? Sun.
Sun.
Ready? Tough.
Tough.
Ready? Seize.
Seize.
Ready? Lease.
Lease.
Ready? Home.
Home.
Ready? Jar.
Jar.
Ready? Had.
Had.
Ready? Fall.
Fall.
Ready? Van.
Fan.
Ready? Jug.
Jug.
Ready? Yearn.
Yearn.
Ready? Make.
Make.
Ready? Gale.
Gale.
Ready? Tooth.
Tooth.
Ready? Patch.
Patch.
Ready? Boil.
Boil.
Ready? Hate.
8.
Ready? Pick.
Pick.
Ready? Knife.
Knife.
All right, great job. Next up, you're going to hear some sentences. It's going to be men and women's voices. I just want you to repeat back as much of the sentence as you can, even if it's just one word.
Alright.
They tried to fashion a weapon from a stick.
They tried to fashion a weapon from a stick.
The produce at the market was in horrible condition.
The produce at the market was in horrible condition.
The book was about a child sorcerer.
The book was about a child sorcerer.
What you call ugly, I call interesting.
What you call ugly, I call interesting.
You can't change your life without getting out of bed.
You can't change your life without getting out of bed.
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me?
Mom and Dad offered to pay for the wedding.
Mom and Dad offered to pay for the wedding.
A lot of things were said in anger.
A lot of things were said in anger.
Her sister was anorexic as well as self-centered.
Her sister was anorexic as well as self-centered.
These sentences are getting old.
These sentences are getting old.
She watched the sneak preview of the new film.
She watched the sneak preview of the new film.
She made a scrapbook of important moments.
She made a scrapbook of important moments.
The construction workers had a few beers on lunch break.
The construction workers had a few beers on lunch break.
Young girls should not wear lingerie.
Young girls should not wear lingerie.
I am recharging the battery.
I am recharging the battery.
Clear and refreshing water is the best kind.
Clear and refreshing water is the best kind.
If I had hands, I'd pat you on the back.
If I had hands, I'd pat you on the back.
What was the name of that famous ship that sank?
What was the name of that famous ship that sank?
Dad took a fishing trip in order to relax.
Dad took a fishing trip in order to relax.
The sleeves on the shirt were too long.
The sleeves on the shirt were too long.
All right, nice job.
Alright.
Next up, we're going to have some more sentences. This time we're going to add in some background noise. Just keep trying to repeat those sentences, okay?
Alright.
It was better to run it. She missed a week of work and nobody noticed.
She missed a week of work and nobody noticed.
The monkey learned some sign language.
The monkey.
The house was painted bright orange.
The house was painted bright orange.
One day giants will take over the world.
One day giants will take over the world.
The new Barbie doll is pregnant.
The new Barbie doll is pregnant.
It was better to run at night after sunset.
It was better to run at night after sunset.
He never acknowledged the Christmas gift.
He never acknowledged the Christmas gift.
She had the stomach flu for 4 days.
She had the stomach flu for 4 days.
How dare you call me a spineless wimp?
How dare you call me a spineless?
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
She was more than ready to come home.
She was more than ready.
The artist's work had a childlike quality.
The artist brilliantly taught my quality.
He crushed a can on his head.
He crushed a can on his head.
She finally stood up for herself.
She finally stood up for herself.
Have a neighbor pick up your mail and paper.
Have a neighbor pick up your mail and paper.
Only the ants' broiled carcasses remain after the extermination.
Only the hand of remained after extermination.
It is wrong to borrow someone's car without permission.
It is wrong to borrow someone's car without permission.
The candle smelled like sugar cookies.
The candle smelled like sugar cookie.
I doubt you are thinking too much.
I doubt you are thinking too much.
The chocolate cake claimed to be fat-free.
Can chocolate cake claim to be fat-free?
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Lollipop.
Her hurried pace makes me nervous.
Makes me nervous.
Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
Wouldn't you like to be a pickle too?
Does your wife dress you?
Trust you.
Just drop the whole thing.
Why don't you just drop the whole thing?
The bulky sweater can shield the breeze.
He created his own lyrics for the song.
He created his own lyrics for the song.
The mannequin looks so real.
The mannequin looks so real.
The choir was directed by a close friend of mine.
The choir was directed by a close friend of mine.
I'll have the grilled cheese sandwich, please.
I'll have the grilled cheese sample, please.
That religious figurehead is very old.
The speaker has to be very old.
He can tie his shoes now.
You can tie your shoes now.
This is a travesty of justice.
This is a travesty.
I thought I was onto something.
I thought
The laundry detergent did not completely dissolve.
the longer the turkey did not completely dissolve.
The fireplace creates atmosphere when blown.
Atmosphere.
This conversation is between you and me.
This conversation is between me and you.
Cut out his carbohydrate intake and lost weight.
Cut off his horrible plagiarism.
She was married to a Latin musician.
She was married to...
What makes you think you're so special?
There is a national holiday.
There is a national...
Success should be measured by stability, not stuff.
Perhaps.
His dirty fingernails
could not balance a relationship he was friendly
She realized her mistake after the fact.
No, I found it after the fact.
You say idiot like it's a bad thing. The weather could not have been better.
The weather is not.
I will devote my life to doing right. The universe is in harmony.
Maybe.
She was talented in creating difficult situations.
She was talented and creative in all situations.
You are a wonderful and attractive
I can't.
You guys just hang in here for a little
How'd it go, Joe?
Hey,
How'd it go?
good?
Good.
You did great for us.
Is that antenna doing good?
Yeah, so everything looks stable or improved from last time. So everything's
What improved from last time?
some of your
Very nice. Just
Yeah.
improved.
when we had the background babble going on, you did better in that than you did last time, which you already did pretty well last time.
I thought it did worse, because that stuff was like, was
That's
on,
what
they
I
were
was
mumbling.
thinking.
And it was,
Exactly. Yeah, we turned you all the way up so that the babbling was just as loud as the signal.
yeah.
But you did about the same in that, so that was good.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to take your implant from you, and we're just going to go take a look at everything, and we'll work on that hearing aid also to try and make that a little bit more comfortable for you. And then we'll pull you back to the room and do some of the mapping.
Alright.
So when you leave here, or you stay here?
You can just hang in here.
Okay, great. Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
Now that you got your hearing aid on, I've noticed that your tendency is to turn your implant towards where your nose is probably fled.
What?
You hear better out of your implant than you do your hearing aid.
I don't have my hearing aid or implant in, so I can't hear you very well.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Sorry. What is it that I forgot to do?
What, Daddy?
I had an order to put in and I forgot to do it, and I don't know what the order was.
Can't hear you.
Never mind. Well, that guy, Matt Ioannidis, got hurt.
What?
He got hurt.
What, Daddy?
Matt Ioannidis.
What?
Matt Ioannidis.
What?
Matt Ioannidis got hurt.
What is what?
Never mind.
Come on back.
Hey.
Get your cane.
Ugh.
Got you.
We're going to be in this first door here on the left.
Okay.
Alright.
Where do you want to go?
Joe, just have a seat right over here.
Okay.
And you can have a seat wherever else.
Okay.
Alright. Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hey.
Okay, we're gonna do a couple of things today. So your scores in the booth look incredible.
I can't hear because I don't have anything in.
Let me, yeah. That would help. Put this back on. Alright, there's that. I'm gonna measure your hearing aid on your ear.
Alright.
Take a look at that.
I'm going to sit there because I have a question for you.
He wants a mold. So he just wants an ear mold so he can use the hearing aid as an earplug.
Because my wife's noise. Is there any way to get, I don't want the little hole in it, I just want something that fits in there and doesn't let, those little foam things don't work.
I mean, we could certainly make just a earplug.
Yeah, that looks like Joey's hearing aid.
Uh-huh.
It just fits perfectly there, it doesn't let. Okay. And how much would that cost?
They're $130
For the both of them or each?
just for one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have that done in Charlotte. There's no sense in
Those are
I'm not here to get it.
Yeah.
those are expensive earplugs.
Yeah, but you know what? A good night's sleep.
Priceless.
Yeah.
So your scores today look excellent. I mean, you are performing incredibly well with your implant. You might be my best performer.
Oh wow.
With the implant, which is great. So my goal for today, we've buffed down that ear mold, so hopefully we'll get that more comfortable. And I trimmed that inside piece, so we'll make sure that that's fitting okay before you leave today. Your device is now out of warranty, which means that we can't get it fixed. So we need to submit for an upgrade. Typically speaking, about every 5 years, your insurance company will let us at least submit. It's helpful if we can give them some information about how your current device is working and kind of what you've been experienced if there's been any issues with it.
Which device are we talking about?
The implant.
Okay.
So you reported that you occasionally have a static noise on your implant side.
Yes.
It's not working with the Roger plan.
Right. So
I wrote them. I sent them back a Roger plan that I had, and I wrote him what the problem was, and he thought it was a cover. I sent back all that other stuff that you told me to send back last time.
Good. So the one kind of hiccup is that if the insurance doesn't pay for that cover, then it's an out-of-pocket cost. Sometimes insurance companies are really great about covering them, and sometimes they're not so great. You'll have to contact and deal with Med-El for that directly. We unfortunately don't have anything to do with that.
But you will send the order in.
I'll send the order in for the new one. The new one does not come with a Roger pen.
Okay.
So they've updated their accessory bundle, and so
The new one, what, sorry?
Pardon me? The new implant, your upgraded implant.
Oh.
So the Roger pen is not an an option for the new one. They just stopped providing it.
Oh.
So how do we get that thing that he's got to work with his Roger pen? It's a cover. Something's wrong with the cover.
Yeah, so again, you'll likely have to pay for that out of pocket. Okay. If we can get a new one, I mean, the majority of the parts and pieces for the Sonic 2, which is the updated to the one that you have, are the same, so it should be the same cover. But we'll have to follow up with Med-El to see if that's what. And if that's not the issue, if it's something to do with the actual Roger equipment, of course, that's a much bigger expense to fix. So we will start the paperwork for the actual upgrade today, and then I'll inquire with Med-El. If there's an out-of-pocket cost for it, they'll follow up with you again. Good. We don't really have anything to do with it, unfortunately. Tell me a little bit about, Joe, about how you use the Roger pen.
I use the Roger pen to I basically use it as headphones.
Okay. So what type of phone do you have?
iPhone SE.
Okay. So how do we get that together? There's likely a different way that we can get it. So the newer device will stream directly to the phone.
Oh, it does?
Through your implant. However, it won't, to my knowledge, it won't do it to your hearing aid. So it would just be going to your implant. Let me find out if there's a way.
I think iPhone does have, I keep on accessibility.
Yeah.
Just hearing aid settings.
Yeah, the problem is with the iPhone is wonderful for 90% of stuff when it comes to streaming. The one thing is that it will only have one Bluetooth connection at a time. And so the Android will let you establish 2 different connections. So you can stream to both the cochlear implant, which is much different, of course, than the hearing aid.
And who is it? Android? Who makes the Android?
Android is anything but an iPhone.
Yeah, the Samsung.
Google has one.
Yeah. So there's specific ones, but let me see if there's. Let me ask around.
All right.
And let us know, because whenever he upgrades his phone and stuff, we'll get something that. See if I can explain it to you. That is his entertainment.
Okay.
When I am not doing something with him, or he's not working, or he just started last week again, that is his entertainment. That's how he keeps himself entertained. With podcasts that he listens about football, basically, and I don't know what other stuff he gets into. So it is extremely important. Even if there is an expense incurred, it is worth it for quality of life issues. Am I making sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Where are you working, Joe?
Lion Services.
Nice. Are you liking it?
I'm loving it.
Good.
Making stuff.
He worked there for 1.5 years, and they laid him off
because they didn't have money for the goat.
Stuff. No, they got rid of Mr. GM, or Mr. GM retired, and then everything else. In fact, they cut his pay to get him back, but that's not even the issue.
I was like, I'll take anything. I told you I'd work for. I told him I'd work for Pickup.
Know what I mean? That's the crowd that he. You know who I talked to on STS today? Miss Linda, and she was telling me that a lot of folks have gone to Amazon.
Yeah, that's what LA was saying at the party.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a house party full of blind people.
Cool.
It was so much fun.
Was it?
Yep.
That's really cool. How's that hearing aid feeling? Does it feel any better, or is there still stuff rubbing?
It feels better.
Okay. keep an eye on it over the next like 30 minutes or so. We can always change it more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to run some measurements just on your internal device here.
All right.
Off the air for a second.
So what's the point of upgrading a cochlear implant?
So the biggest thing in your case is that right now you have no warranty. So if anything's broken, we can't go ahead and just get it automatically fixed. We have to submit to the insurance company, and based upon what they say.
See, I called them. I would have renewed the, I would have renewed the warranty, but they said that his Medicare and Medicaid covered it.
Yeah, I think we just let them wait. So essentially, they stop when you have Medicare. Medicare will just approve an upgrade, so we don't necessarily get it fixed. We just get an upgrade every 5 years.
Okay.
Is it any better, like the actual device?
So the biggest difference, aside from that streaming, is gonna be there's some automatic noise features that are built in the device that are automatic, trying to pull up speech in the presence of background noise, which is very different than features that you have available to you now with the old one. The nice thing is that the parts and pieces are the same, so the batteries, all of it's the same, but there's a lot of features that we can manipulate to hopefully help.
Oh, which might be good, because now, I'm going to start watching the
Brad
street
mentioned
myself.
something, that you needed to do something different or something. I remember him saying, get something about channels is what's fixed going on.
He was talking about more channels. I don't know how that would help, like, in, like, a situation where I gotta cross the street.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I want to show him this because it's incredible.
So if you go to the three on that corner, it looks like passes over 3 lines. And then click the login. And then
Both of you would probably appreciate this. But these masters agree, okay? Especially working with hearing aids. But have you ever heard the blind leading the blind?
it's cool.
His O&M teacher is blind.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I lead the blind all the time. It's called taking you downtown.
That's
really
amazing.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That is cool. That dog, because I follow around in the back. And the only thing is I feel so bad for that dog. That poor dog.
Yeah.
He's just looks sad all the time. It's like they're working, and they work too. They don't last as long as other dogs. They work
No,
so
they
hard.
retire at an early age and then they go just be regular dogs. That's why it appears they don't last too long, because they'll retire and then there's usually 2 things that happen. Sometimes the person who raised them as a puppy will claim them. I don't know what else happens to them, but they retire at like, I want to say 6, 8 maybe.
That dog the Brad's got looks old. Not like that little guy. He's going to be 15 in November the 19th. And he's just a baby. He's like funny, he's deaf. He's on there.
Did you take a snippet for the daddy? Yeah. Okay. Let us step out. I'm gonna call Meadow let's see. I'm just gonna inquire about kind of what our next steps are. Joe, how do you feel about if the processor, that cochlear implant on your left, was a little bit longer in the back?
That's fine.
So the trade-off would be is that they have a new battery. It's called a Max battery. That's a rechargeable battery, and it will last for about 17 hours.
We don't care about rechargeable.
You don't care about the rechargeable? Okay. Do you want the option to do the rechargeable, or are you happy with the disposable?
We're happy with it.
Yeah, disposable's fine.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
And she can put it in himself. And
So you're talking about the processor would hang off here?
A little bit bigger in the back, but then you would have, I mean, most of our patients like rechargeable batteries. But it's, I mean, you can, it's totally up to you.
I'm fine with disposable. It's
Perfect.
fine,
Let's
yeah.
stick with the disposable. I wanted to take a peek at your hearing aid real quick. Gonna take you off the air for just a second.
There's
that
Hair.
for?
Hair's a pain in the butt. How'd you do that?
I'm sorry, didn't I?
That's all right. I was like, how'd you do that without snagging it?
Yeah. Okay, go back over.
Alright.
I don't think we took off at the right spot.
Do what?
Like, I think we need to take off like there. Higher up. Like more here. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay, let's give him back his implant. Okay. So this is, that's what it came in on, right?
That was with updated telemetry, or should I just go?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that,
Yep.
and then.
See, perfect. I'm gonna buff this down a little bit more.
Sure.
So let's get him like that. We're gonna go buff this down. I'm gonna call Med-El, just figure out. There we go.
Alright.
Would you be opposed to, instead of the Roger pen, having something that you wore around your neck?
No, I love that one.
You like that? That you wear around the
We
neck?
used to have one.
The
Yeah,
Quattro?
The Compilot?
Yeah, something similar to that.
I loved the Compilot because it was so much less finicky.
Okay. So it's not a Compilot, but it works very similarly. And if this has a certain feature in it, then we can get you that neck loop, and you can use the neck loop to go to the implant and the hearing aid.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay. So let me...
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident we can figure something out. I just need to...
Because the problem with the Roger pen is when I travel. I would travel places, right? And one time my mom was stuck it in the conveyor belt at TSA.
Oh no!
Yeah, straight up stuck. I said, when I got home, I wanted to listen to my phone. I said, can I have my Roger pen? She goes, sure, here it is. I'm like, what the hell? What happened to it?
They ran
Wiped
across
it, yeah.
Yeah, the conveyor belt. Then I went to the beach one time, and when I got out of the car or something, I'd had it in my pocket. I know you've been driving all day and whatnot. I get out of my car, I go to the beach. The port jammed up. So it wouldn't take the charger or the cable. I'm like, this thing is so finicky. I wish I just had my neck loop.
Yeah.
Man, I was like,
Alright, I think we should be able to do that. Okay, we'll be right back. We're gonna go buff this down a little bit.
alright. I used to bring that everywhere with me. Yeah, a lot of folks have gone to Amazon from there.
So they got some new stuff.
Yeah. Can't believe I haven't had my implant for 5 years already.
Wow.
What are we gonna do for a 10-year party? We're gonna have to have a 10-year party. Maybe in August.
Joe,
Yeah.
on the way back, is there a steakhouse somewhere else? 85 or something? Not all the way down there, but it's got to be there. It's got to be. I just want to do one meal today, and I already got a headache from
I
that.
think the closest one is at Greensboro. They need to know down Greensboro.
Why, Joe?
Because it's far. It's an extra, it's an extra
hour.
Yeah, an extra hour.
Make sure I catch a fingernails.
Yeah, it's an extra hour.
So where are we eating here?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind going to tacos.
I'm not going all the way to,
I don't know Greensboro either.
Okay. Well, we gotta go that way. That's the only difference.
Sorry, from downtown Chapel Hill, but
I don't even know. Did we come through downtown Chapel Hill?
no.
Siri, is there a Longhorn in Chapel Hill? It's 11 miles from here.
Where?
I don't know. See, but I wanted to be on the way home.
Probably not gonna be.
That's why I said we need to get on the thing and go home.
I can't wait till Greensboro.
It's on 70.
And where? Raleigh?
I don't know, Joey. I'm looking at it's probably not.
I remember that was the one where I thought I had pink eye, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, steak, huh?
Siri, is there a steakhouse in Chapel Hill? Stony River Steakhouse. Philly Steak Factory, Farmhouse Steakhouse. I won't mind doing that.
Mind what?
That's 4 miles. Kurama Japanese Seafood and Steakhouse and Sushi Bar.
Ooh, I would love that.
this one is Oakland. This Stony River Steakhouse and Grill. It's only 8 minutes away.
Okay, how far is the Japanese? Is it open?
Japanese one. It's 13 minutes. And it's on 501. Well,
You want to go to 42nd Street?
no. I have a killer headache. I need to eat, so I'm probably gonna go to that other one I was telling you about.
Which one?
The closest one.
All right. Let's see how this one is.
Alright.
So I think our biggest decision that we have to make is just the color.
Oh, that's not... Well, unless there's Panther Blue available.
Unfortunately, there's not. So do we want to stick with the brown?
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Well,
am...
just whatever we got available.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Does that feel any better?
Yeah.
It looks like it's missing it a little bit more.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it does. It feels great. Missing the thing.
Okay, good.
Missing what, bro?
It's missing the, irritate the...
Little spot, yeah. If you're at home, Joe, and you're able to just keep that hearing aid out,
Yeah, I try to at home.
yeah, I would, just to let that little spot heal, and that way we're not aggravating it. We've moved the mold away from it, but just if you're at home and you're able to just take it out,
Yeah.
I would.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
I use the Neosporin and I use iodine. Which one do you recommend?
I'd probably use Neosporin.
Okay.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like infected or anything like that,
No,
so
it's
you
good.
should be fine. But, okay, so I'm going to get you a brown Sonnet 2 with disposable batteries, and then I'm going to get you what's called the Arto neck loop.
Is that brown? That's black. It looks black to me.
That one's brown, I think.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah. It's called Ebony.
Oh, okay.
And the Artone neck loop, which will allow you to connect to both the implant and the hearing aid.
Awesome.
Hopefully that will be far less finicky for you than the...
Yeah. Well, everything's so fun.
Now, the other thing too that you can consider is now that you'll have the Sonnet 2, if for some reason you're not using, like if that Artone stops working or if something's happening, your hearing aid stops working, that processor will connect directly to the phone. And so down the road, I'm hopeful that one day they're going to figure out how to get it to go to both the hearing aid and the phone.
You gotta put Elon in the job, Joe.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah, it'll happen. If Elon's on it, it'll happen. Yeah, well, I think Elon's gonna buy the Washington football team and name it the Muskies. They have the giant robot as the mascot, like a robot running a football. That'd be so fun.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
With him, nothing's out of the realm of possibility.
That mine.
Yeah.
You wonder about that mine.
So I will go ahead and get that submitted. You saw Dr. Pillsbury in 2020, so we should be okay from that. They like to have ENT within the last 3 years. Yeah. So we'll get that all squared away, and then you'll come back and get it. I'm sorry. Yep. It usually takes about 12 weeks to get that all out in the wash, just so y'all know. But we'll keep a close eye on it.
We got stuff to do, and we don't need to do anything with the hearing aid today. I was seeing past it.
No, everything looks great.
Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks.
All right, we're all set.
Well, thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Welcome to the Carolinas.
It's a bit of a different. Our mountains are quite tall.
Yeah.
They're big.
Not as tall as theirs, but
That's true.
Theirs are more pointy.
Yeah.
That's why they're called the Rockies.
Exactly.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
There you go.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you. Great job.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. This way.
I'm going to Washington. A few days here.
Oh, I forgot to ask you a question. It's kind of important. The new,
Sonic.
would it be waterproof?
It's not waterproof. It has those little.
I wish it was waterproof.
I know, me too. One day, maybe.
Bye.
But you guys are all set to go.
Yeah, bye.
Come on, Joe.
Bye,
You have a
Joe.
nice day.
It was good to see you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
See ya. We're like 12.
12, yep.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
So, they'll call us when the thing come in, or email us or something? Okay, good. Thank you. You're welcome.
That'd be a good idea. Let's take a pee before we go.
You want to go pee?
Yeah.